When he's about 12, 15 years old, he will be close to 3 feet long. He will weigh almost 200 pounds. And I won't be doing this with him anymore. Now you'll notice as I bring him around, every few seconds he sticks his tongue out at you. The blue-tongued skink, like many lizards and most snakes, doesn't actually see very well at all. Instead, he uses his tongue in a different way than you and I. He uses his tongue to smell. And he smells better than you see. So while you're looking at him, he burrows underground and goes to sleep. He sleeps as long as it's hot and dry, which means he sleeps for about 10 months at a time. Now, at the end of 10 months, something happens that wakes up all the frogs.
Rain!
Rains on the desert for about 8 weeks, and all the frogs come out and have a great big party. Snakes have this pattern because corn snakes actually live in cornfields. Corn snakes live in cornfields because corn snakes love to eat. There's not a snake in the world that would eat corn. Don't be silly. Now, if you scare a gopher snake into a corner and he can't run away from you, then he does something funny. He does everything he can to make you think he's a rattlesnake. He will coil up like a rattlesnake. He will hiss like a rattlesnake. He'll flatten out that cute little head so he looks like a rattlesnake. He will even wiggle his tail around like a rattlesnake. Can that tail make noise? Yes, it can. Mira, there are 3 rules to holding snakes. 3 things you have. Rule number 1, always use 2 hands to support his body. Make him comfortable. Rule number 2, never grab or squeeze a little snake. If you just leave your hand loose and open like I've done, he will actually hold you. And Mira, that's what you want. Mira, rule number 3, now that's the most important one. Never forget rule number 3. You listen closely? Rule number 3. Always. Always. Face the entire arm. That's all you have to know, Mira. 2 hands. There. Give my friend Mira a big round of applause. Now, Mira, as I look out on this audience, you know what I see? I look at all these faces and I see jealousy. I think I see a lot of kids tonight who wish they could come up here and hold this snake like Mira. Am I right? To tell you the truth, nothing would please me more than to have each and every one of you come up here and hold this snake. I totally wish we had that kind of time. We don't, so Mira, just put that snake back in the
I'll catch you on.
Mira, where are you going?
Now we're cooking.
Here we go. What's rule number 3? Mira, you did a fantastic job. You did such a good job. I would like to teach you rule number 4. Rule number 4, Mira, when you have a big boy like Mr. Boots here, the easiest way to hold him is just to wrap him around. Oh, Good. Now, the experience of holding big snakes and puppies is very different, but the same rules apply. Stand right here. Face the audience. Put up 2 hands. That. Trust me. Here comes the cutest puppy in the world. He has one little personality at work. He is a Ronin. He will come back to me, but he does always insist on a kiss.
I already kissed him.
There. Give her a big round of applause. Now, some of the more observant of you may have noticed Elmo is a 6-year-old black-throated monitor from East Africa. I bring him along to show you that if you give animals love,